50 to your retirement, your IRA, your Roth, or your life insurance retirement plan, or whatever retirement plan. The other 3750 goes to the other topics. So you can see how this 10% is not going to make you a millionaire, but it will give you something when retirement rolls around. And believe me, if you're not anywhere near retirement age, it comes really quick. It's like all of a sudden the light at the tunnel is really big. Then, of course, at some point, you're going to enter your peak earning years. And I wish my advisor had told me to double or triple my savings during my peak earning years. Instead, I did what a lot of people do. I got books and clothes and shoes and trips. And they're all great memories, but they're not going to pay my bills in retirement, are they? You can't sell used clothes to retire on. You can't sell your photographs from 3 trips to Disney World to retire on, and so on. So during your peak earning years, especially if you get a bonus, a tax refund, a raise, or other influx of money, make sure you save at least half of the bonus, the raise, the refund. Because you were fine before you got it, you'll be fine by only having half of it in your hand right now and half of it in your hand when you retire. Okay? Otherwise, when retirement comes, you're going to feel the pinch. And I hear you. I understand. Life is short and you need to have some fun. But you also want to have some fun when you retire. Now, let's address those reasons of why people aren't saving enough. Okay? Let's go back. Bad spending habits can be corrected, right? This is where the Money Bunny, the Forget You program, Mr. O'Leary, good things, good coaches come to mind. When you go to buy something, you must ask, do I want it or do I need it? The second thing is, on these bad spending habits, and I see it regularly, don't spend more than what you make. That's just craziness. That's the road to poverty. Next, have a budget. If you have an outline of what you intend to spend and you look at it month after month, you'll get an idea of where you need to be more careful. And a customized budget is perfect because it protects your must-haves and helps you weed out the not necessaries. And will you adhere to it 100%? Some of you will, and some of you will stumble a little bit as you go along. This is normal. Don't worry about it. But you have to have a budget before you can guide yourself to better behavior. Thirdly, don't buy. You can say, I don't need that this month, and you can keep saying you don't need it this month until you have created a nest egg, until you have learned to do better, until you have gotten a budget and corrected some spending habits, and you have a nest egg starting to grow. And again, what's the question? Do I want this or do I need this? And what's the secondary question? Do I want to continue living paycheck to paycheck or do I want a better financial picture? Ouch, right? Yeah. But if you have the average amount of credit card debt at the average rate of interest, I sit here and I tell you, as sure as my name is Rhonda, you're getting ripped off. Pull yourself back just a little bit and get on a good plan, get a good coach, and get that paid down. Credit card debt is going to take you down. And if you're entering into your retirement years and you have credit card debt, oh, sweetie, that's not good. That's not what I want for you. All right? Now, Did you know? I saw this somewhere, this statistic. 45% of Americans would choose a smartphone over financial security. I almost screamed. Do you know what we call those people? Do we call them smart? No, honey. We call them broke. Broke, broke, broke. Broke is not good. But why can't you have both? A smartphone and financial security. Now there's an intriguing idea, huh? Why don't we work on that? Now, next, if your car costs more than your house payment or your rent, you're driving too much car. I see it in my neighborhood. I live in a moderate neighborhood with nice people. And I watch, I'm like, holy crud, that pickup truck costs more than the houses in this neighborhood. Again, I live in a geography where the houses are really reasonable. So don't laugh. That's just where I live. But seriously, if your house payment or your rent is less than your car payment, you're driving too much car. And if you're financing that car for 72 months, do you really intend to keep it that long? 72 months is 6 years. Am I right? Holy moly. If you're doing that, 72-month finance so that you can get the payment to where you can afford that big old car, that beautiful SUV or whatever it was you picked, and you don't intend to keep it for that whole time, when you go to trade it in, you are going to be in seriously upside down shape. You don't want to be there. You're going to owe a fortune also if it's totaled in an accident. So be very, very cautious when it comes to this whole car thing. Because adding the balance of your previous car loan to the new car loan is a terrible, horrible, awful financial move. Cannot say enough about it. It is not good. And if you lose that car, you lose 100 points easy on your credit score. I do not want that for anyone. I do not recommend that for anyone. All right? Save your money. Ditch the big car. Get what you need, not what you want. And if you live in a beautiful city that has beautiful transit and everybody takes it, maybe you could consider for 4 or 5 years ditching the car completely and then take all of those car payments that you would have been making and all of those parking lease payments you would have been making, put those in your retirement savings and let that interest compound over the rest of your career. You could end up with a nice nest egg, huh? Now, of course, you want to get the house you need when you buy. Buy the smallest house you need in the best neighborhood. All right? You don't need 3 different living rooms, 2 different family rooms, and so on. You only have one behind. How many rooms do you need to park it in? Just asking. All right? So, these are things that you can do to help you save money. All right? And I'm telling you, you don't need all these electronics and monitoring. Do you really need to see the dog in the middle of your workday? And what are you going to do if he misbehaves anyway? Take time off work and go and get him? I doubt it. This trend of all these electronics is going to bite you in the retirement account. It already has. Ditch them or don't get them to start with. I get it. You want the best for your kids and you think it's really cool to watch the dog and see the contents of your refrigerator. But you're not going to think it's so cool when you're retiring and the refrigerator is empty. Okay? So let's just say pick your favorite things, pick your priorities, right size your life, and save for your future. And I think you'll be happier all the way around. And if you're not saving because you think somebody's going to pull up in their limo and hand you financial stability, you're just not thinking straight. Those people that are preaching that, they have all the money they will ever need and then some. Normal people need to figure out how to save on their own. I cannot think of a single person who got a windfall and immediately attained financial stability. In fact, over 60% of lottery winners are bankrupt within 2 years. So only great habits, a budget, saving, and investing carefully create financial stability. Can you do that? Of course you can. You have everything you need in order to be everything that you want to be. You just have to choose it. Choose for yourself. You don't have to post it on Facebook or anything like that. Just choose for yourself. And you know where I am. I tell you all the time where I am. If you need help, reach out. I can't reach out to you. I can only talk to you, not for you. But if you need help, reach out. And you can do this. I know you can. I have clients that have started way behind the 8 ball and they're on their feet. They're on their way to financial stability. Some have added greatly to their savings. Some have increased their credit score. Some have increased their net worth. Some are enjoying their first homes and loving it. And some are doing all of it. All it takes is a choice and a little determination. The decision to change your habits over the course of time. It's up to you. I want the best for you, I do. So if you need me, reach out. I'm Rhonda Cobb, the money coach, and I get results. Until next time, remember, be grateful and you will attract good things.